Starting Saturday off with a walk over to the El Mercado for breakfast before we head off to Kennedy Space Center later. Gemma's here, look. Looked like someone had been having fun in our area of the building this morning. There was food all over the floor in the corridors in the lift, and then a burger just randomly in the middle of the path. And a giant moth. The burger looked like maybe a rodent or a raccoon had managed to grab hold of it or something. Just spread it across the floor, but I don't know. There was some very loud people going through at 6 AM. And actually there was some loud people coming home probably about 1 AM as well. Like as if they'd been to like Not So Scary or something, I don't know. Jim's chasing this little tiny froggy here. We're trying to get him off the path so he doesn't get stood on. Come on, there we go. Doing our bit. There's probably hundreds of them about though. As soon as it rains they start bouncing across the paths all the time. Well, I haven't managed my early morning walk on this trip and I'm not sure if I'll get the chance to. But it's very quiet this morning, so it is quite nice. Not too many people about. My usual breakfast. Although I must admit I'm not actually even that hungry this morning, but we have quick serve to spare, so I might as well use it. Right, breakfast is done and we're going to head over to Kennedy Space Center. We're running a little late, but that's kind of the theme for this trip now. No, we're not really in a rush. I don't know how much we're going to do with Kennedy because it's going to depend how busy it is when we get there. But we'll hopefully see Atlantis, yeah, and then do the bus tour. Or the other way around, I was thinking actually.
Well, whichever, makes a difference.
And there is a new thing, but it's the Gantry for the Apollo launches, which, if you watch our last video, was there. They've just turned it into a feature now.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if there's like
that's
going to be a queue for that now. No, we did. We thought
it was the one that was actually used.
Yeah, we thought it was like a simulated one. It was like, no, it was the actual one from the Apollo launches. And then at some point they realised that maybe it was a good idea to bring that indoors, I think.
Yeah.
So in the past no one looked at it, but we knew about it. Now I think it's a feature. On our way out to Kennedy now, aren't we?
We are 6 miles away, just about to go over the big bridge. Always look for dolphins.
Oh yeah, we've seen a few in the past.
We have, yeah. We stopped once to watch them, didn't we?
That was
that
on
going
the
back
west
from
coast.
Tampa?
Yeah, when we went to Clearwater, we stopped off at a nice birding trail spot. Fairly straightforward drive out here. It took about an hour. It's boring though, because it's all flat.
Yeah, there's literally nothing to look at.
This is actually the prettiest part of the drive, so that's why we're filming it.
Well, so that you can't see any, so I'm just going to turn you to the side and then you can see what we can see.
You're on Gemma cam.
I'm doing it the right way round instead of for Instagram.
Yeah. We're about 4.5 miles to go. Not all on these flat type as well. Actually, I can see in the distance the buildings for the Kennedy Space Center, like the visitor center.
And the VAB.
Yeah, that'll be further out that way, yeah.
But you'll spot that because it's blinking giant.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's over there. It was in right in the air pillar of the car, so I was like, I don't see it. We've been inside the vehicle assembly building.
We have. We were very lucky.
Yeah, very lucky that one time we visited 2013. They were doing guided tours of it because it doesn't happen very often.
Before they started building.
Yeah, the new
shuttle spaceship thing. That was when we did lunch with an astronaut as well.
Did.
The lovely Bob Springer.
Vulture on the thing then. Whoops.
Oh, there you go.
I'm bird spotting instead of driving.
Can you drive straight then? Look with your eyes, not your hands.
Steer with your hands. And we made it to Kennedy. Gemma nearly fell out of the car on that corner. Sorry, Gemma. They don't take cash at the car park entrance. Gemma's Fair Effects has been cancelled because someone scammed it apparently, but we've not been told who.
And they haven't taken any money off us.
And they haven't taken any money out of it. So Gemma tried to pay contactless, but they wouldn't take contactless. So we're like, what can we do? The woman ended up saying, I'll take your phone, but if I drop it, it's not my fault. Like, why didn't you just sell it in the first place? But yeah, we paid okay. There's not a huge amount been added to this park over the years, but it's always nice to come back and see things.
Yeah.
And we need to go to Will Call, which is just over there. There's the countdown timer. And the rocket garden is over there behind as well. We did see alligators on the road in, which was nice. We haven't seen any on this trip before, so we have. I think the screen's a new addition.
Yeah.
Had a big fountain before. Might still be around somewhere, I don't know. The entrance has changed quite a bit. We'll stroll past the rocket garden for now. We can check that on the way out. We're going to head to try and get on the bus tour, which takes you out to the Saturn V exhibition. Normally we would start with the Atlantis, but we're going to do it the other way around today. Here's the bus tour. It's been so long since we've been here that I'm not sure what's new and what's the same. I recognise the shop is the same, and the Atlantis building, the rocket guard is the same. There was a new building on the way over here that I didn't recognise. NASA logos everywhere. It's like a Trek Trendy video. It's kind of like a Merlin theme park as well, in that there's lots of opportunities to get photographs that we probably won't buy. We have bought the Atlantis one in the past because it was really good.
It represents NASA's earliest efforts to send humans into space. These Redstone rockets were formerly ballistic missiles provided to NASA by the U.S. Army. In October of 1958, NASA formally organized Project Mercury with a mission to investigate man's reaction to this new environment. And
the moon was assembled right here. Every space shuttle mission also assembled within these same walls. After the space shuttle program, a major renovation to the inside of this building began to accommodate NASA's next generation of rockets.
Our first stop is the Gantry. We have not been here since 2013 because it was all under renovation. Last time we came through and we couldn't visit. Believe me, if it sounds loud on the video, it's even louder here. Wow, that's fab. Beautiful artwork. Notice this sign, take a close look. You won't see the pistons anywhere else. And the seats down here, made out of the pistons. And there's the SpaceX launch facilities. I think that's 39A. It's changed quite a lot since we first came here, because the first time we came here, Discovery was on the launch pad there. That's where they store Elon's ego. And over on Cape Canaveral over there are more launch pads. And buildings. Also on the tour bus on the way out here, they did mention that if you're lucky you might see dolphins in the water around here. I think we mentioned in the car on the way over we have seen them in the past. Because all of this is a huge nature reserve. I think that one might be 39B. And down here, the crawler tracks to the VAB, out to the launch pads. We would have used the crawler to move The Space Shuttle and the Apollo rockets out to the launch pads. And we did go past it on the bus, but there's the vehicle assembly building. Just impossible to show the scale of it, to be honest. Jem just spotted this that made us laugh. Would you believe that a small bird was once the reason a launch was delayed by a week? In '95, not long before launch, NASA discovered 205 holes in an external fuel tank. A lovesick woodpecker looking to build a nest. So the talons of this eagle were taken from metal used for the mobile launch platform for Apollo. Next up is the Apollo exhibition, Saturn V, my favourite bit. We're at the Apollo exhibition now. This is really good, it's definitely worth coming to see this. This is the actual control equipment from Apollo 8.
This was the Phoenix, risen from the ashes of Apollo 1. The first Apollo crew did not die in vain. This was to be their testament. Earlier in the morning, astronauts Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and Bill Anders had made their final preparations before taking that long ride out to the waiting spacecraft.
The engines are on. 4, 3.
I can still remember the first time I saw this and my jaw hitting the floor. Absolutely breathtaking. There's a command module, service module. And over there are the vending machines that went to the moon. If you want to see me really like geeking out, watch the last video when we visited here and I went down the whole thing in detail. Mad that there's the models there and then the real thing right next to it. And these are the ketchup dispensers that went to the moon. It just keeps going and going and going. And at the end we have the lander. One of the cranes above the rocket there. I think this was the one that they were going to use for one of the later Saturn missions, Apollo missions, sorry, that then was never used. So it is an actual Apollo rocket, it was just never used. Because if it had been used, that would have been the only thing that came back. Although they have found bits of this in the sea, even since we last visited apparently. Might have been this, it might have been a shuttle, I can't remember. The SRBs from the shuttle. And since we last visited, they had this tribute to Apollo 1 astronauts who were killed in the fire for the command module. You get to walk on the gantry as part of the exit. They did also have the door from the Apollo 1 command module there you could see as well if you wanted to. you into the command module. And here's where you get to touch the moon rock. Third time. Possibly fourth time, actually. And the spacesuits. There's a training one that was used for Apollo 17 and the lunar rover. This is a non-operational full-scale mock-up. And the lunar toolcat. Heading into the Apollo Treasures Gallery. There's cool stuff in here, including this. We have, yeah, this is the Apollo 14 capsule. We've seen the Apollo, I think, 10 capsule, which didn't land on the moon, but, well, neither did this. So, stayed in orbit. Pete Conrad's watch, Apollo 12. Needs a wind. And there's a big chunky piece of lunar rock there. The salt sample estimated to be 3.7 billion years old. And Jim Lovell's Apollo 13 in-flight suit. So bits of equipment here. Doing a sample bag dispersal. Contingency plan checklist. Buzz Aldrin's gloves for training for the Apollo 11 mission. This is Alan Shepard's extravehicular suit from Apollo 14. Still got dust on it apparently from the moon. And some other suits that were tested here as well. That one looked epic. I just walked past someone who stood under the Saturn V rocket and went, "Is there anything over there? I feel like we're missing something." The rocket! There's lots of bits hidden on the sides actually. There's Michael Collins' flight jacket from Apollo 11. Firing room access badge for Apollo 11. Heat shield core, Apollo 10. And a flashlight from Apollo 9 there as well. Gemma said she's fed up with me spending money on video cameras for vlogging, so I need to pick something like this instead.
Interesting, there's no traffic moving on.
Do you know what's quite funny is that the camera that I'm using doesn't only have more technology than all of these cameras put together, but it probably has more technology than that. Computer technology and power. Has also warned me I might be spending a lot of money on t-shirts. Oh, that green one is nice. The yellow one is nice too. Well, I got a t-shirt and upsell on a calendar. It's not like we're going to be able to find a NASA calendar in Liverpool, so. One thing we've never done in here is visited the Moon Tree Garden. Trees each represent a crewed Apollo mission, a descent to the original moon trees grown with seeds astronaut Stuart Rooser carried to the moon on Apollo 14. The garden's figure-8 shape represents the spacecraft's slingshot trajectory it took to the moon. And there is a bronze sculpture of the original 3 Apollo 11 astronauts, and I appear to have got tongue-tied. This also, if you, they were saying on the bus, if you ever come out for a launch experience, this is where they set you. And just over there, through the trees, you can see 39B. 39A is off in the distance. These are all the Apollo missions and crews insignia, mission patch. Lots of insects. Yeah. Imagine having this middle ear lawn if you got like a AstroTurf lawn. I guess these would be the moon trees then. Seeds from the original one. We did see one that was taken into space, a seed, didn't we? There used to be one in the main visitor centre that was, yeah, it was planted like the day before Gemma's birthday.
Yeah, 23rd of June or something.
I think there was a launch yesterday actually, but we missed it. I'm so pleased we came back here today. I always enjoy my visit here, and we don't come here often enough. And it's actually kind of thanks to Carl from View from the Jeep Seats. Had visited just before we came out. I was like, we need to go back. There's the infamous Apollo 13 mission. Houston, we have a problem. The Apollo 11 one over there. Look our way down. Tranquility Base here, the Eagle has landed. And after the accident that occurred with Apollo 1, we hope that if anything happens to us it will not delay the programme. Gus Grissom, the show, mentioned that they would take a year and a half out to do a lot of work, and the next mission would be Apollo 7 with a completely redesigned crew module. And this is the building that the Saturn V is in. There's some vultures circling up above there. And Jen was just saying it's not too bad today. It's only a real feel of 39 degrees. See? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was when I felt ill. Pretty flowers. Let's head back in for the safety of Ercon. We're going to now get the bus back to the main visitor centre and visit some of that stuff as well. And if you are interested, you on the way out of the shop, there is where you would buy your photograph if you did decide you wanted to buy one.
Ladies and gentlemen, for a better view of the crawler transporter, look at the end of the tree line on the left.
Artemis and Apollo. Instead of requiring a ride to serve as an expendable lunar command module or to carry a constrained lunar lander, the Artemis missions will take advantage of a different approach.
There's the crawler though.
Everything needed for lunar missions will be positioned in advance by commercial
Those
and
bits over there being
international
parts of the launch system.
This includes rovers, science experiments, and human-rated systems on the surface.
Those tracks
But
are
it
like
also
12
includes a
feet high.
dedicated lunar station in orbit around the moon called Gateway. Here at the station, we can pre-stage a robust
tank
lunar
tracks.
lander and establish a strong communications relay. Designed with open standards, the Gateway can be expanded as new missions and partnerships develop, allowing multiple human missions on the moon at the same time and enabling ongoing science.
Next up, we're doing the Atlantis exhibit, which you walk underneath the solid rocket booster and fuel tank to get in. The sneezing is optional. Still the best revealer. And there's the prototype that also appears in the reveal. Yeah, I couldn't. You're not. They asked you not to film the reveal. I couldn't do it justice. You need to come and see it. It's so good. on the way down, Gemma noticed that some of these mission patches have been signed. So we met Bob Springer.
We did.
On our tour. This one's been signed as well. And here. So we walked down the ramp to get down here, but you can slide down if you want to. This slide simulates the re-entry path that this behemoth used to take. There's all the heat shield tiles made of silicon. Some of them still have evidence of re-entry for the last flight. We have the spacesuit. One on STS-1, April 12, 1981, the first astronaut to log 4 shuttle flights. Bob Crippen earned the nickname Mr. Shuttle. This is his flight, so he was on STS-1. I think this is new. I don't remember seeing this last time over here. And we did just take a walk through as well. If you visit, there is a really nice exhibition for Challenger and Columbia. Tells you about the crew, and there are some pieces of the shuttle in there. I did actually film them on the last vlog, but I've not done it today. So I think I actually saw this on there. It's the mechanism by which the astronauts would access the payload area, should they need to, and it was used on multiple space flights.
And it just doesn't look sturdy enough, does it? So
Did the job though.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of space stuff doesn't look sturdy, like the moon buggies and stuff don't look sturdy.
The Astro van. A peek inside. Wood panelling. Looks comfy in there though. And have one last look before we move on. Very impressive. They were saying that I guess Apollo is kind of more impressive, but this was our space flight, so this was always on the TV when we were younger, you know. I'm going to fall over backwards looking up at this. All the signed banners up there as well. Never noticed that before. And you do have to keep your wits about you here, because they'll hide things and you'll not realise what they are. But this above us is what they call the beanie cap for the top of the fuel tank. Gaseous oxygen vent arm is the official name. Or beanie cap. It's just mad that they'll just pop that in the corner somewhere, and if you don't wander over and have a look, you miss it. I dare say we'll have missed things, because we have kind of rapidly gone around this time. In the past, I think we spent 2 hours in the Apollo building alone. Here's another thing as well. These tyres are from STS-135. They're looking very shiny these days though. I don't think they were this shiny when we first came through. We had a finger gunk on there. So Jem just snipped to the restroom, didn't you?
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, as I went into the stall, everything like started shaking. I was like, it was like, I was like, what the hell's going on? The stupid shuttle simulator launch.
Yeah.
So
the virtual reality simulator thing starts shaking and the entire loo shakes. You just thought someone had had a particularly spicy curry the day before. Or maybe it was you then. Kennedy Space Center astronaut cats t-shirt, anyone? Oh, we've stepped back out and now it's back to feels like 42 apparently again. Certainly feels like 42. I saw another 4 t-shirts and I'd have quite happily bought. I know, that, yeah, well, these are just a little shop so far. You know, I said I thought we'd gone round some of the elements of this quite quickly. I've just checked, it's 2 o'clock. I think the time's just flown by. Well, this could be dangerous. To get to the other side, we're going to use the aircon of the shop. So So I might not get out of here without spending more money.
You better jump behind money.
Oh, that's a good point. That shirt, that shirt. That shirt's nice. That one's funky over there. I could spend a lot easily. We ship anywhere. Almost. Not the moon. That shirt's nice too.
Yeah, I saw that over there.
Miss Astronaut 60th Anniversary Barbie.
Even Kennedy Space Centre's in a pink pony club.
Yeah. Oh, and you can also get your lounge flies here if you want them. And we just did more damage in the shop. We decided we'd do the shop, then we'll come over here and leave from over here because... Sorry? Gemma's... Oh no, we've lost her. You want to get a drink?
Yep.
Alright, well we're going to get a drink and then we'll do the last few bits. 2 pumpkin spice cold brews. Can't believe you found the Starbucks.
Saw it on the way in.
You just gravitated towards it, like you were caught in its influence. You went into orbit around it. I thought Ric Flair was going to walk in then. So there's 2 elements to this part that I'm aware of that we definitely haven't done before, and this is one of them, the gateway. So we're going to go and have a look, see what this is, and then the other one is the new Heroes and Legends Astronaut Hall of Fame. We visited the old one, which was on a separate site, and then we visited the interim one, I think. But the new one was being built last time we visited. Ooh. Good aircon, always important. Oh, I see. Yeah, so this is all about the current programs that are going on, including the Space Launch System Artemis, of which you can buy a Lego set. And the Orion capsule.
Official flight flown artifact.
Oh yeah. And I think we recognise those for many live streams that have been occurring of late. The rockets from SpaceX. It's very cool. Again, with the stuff you've got to go and read. This is the Dragon that was used, first one in May 2012, first commercial spacecraft to deliver cargo to the ISS. It's cool. And there's a SpaceX spacesuit as well. Yeah. Look at the other side of this Lockheed Martin module. That's where all the money is now, isn't it? Private companies doing the flights. SpaceX and Boeing, Lockheed Martin. Yeah, we did see the Amazon building as well on the trip to the Apollo exhibit. Gemma's trying to get this thing started. Oh. You need to give it a bit more choke. .36 times the charm. Yay! She got it going. So while we were out there earlier, we did see the crawler, and we saw this bit, and then we saw the tower as well. So all the pieces were there. They still appeared to be working on them though. There's a lot of cranes next to the tower. A couple more mock-ups they've got in here as well, the Boeing Starliner and Blue Origin over here as well. And a Boeing spacesuit as well from Starliner. That one looks cooler than the SpaceX one to me. That looks more classic spaceman. We'll take a stroll through the rocket garden over to the Astronaut Hall of Fame. Delta 2. That's a more modern one. Something a little bit more old school. Saturn V. And then even more old school cool stuff over there that's like literally just missiles. Juno 2. 1959. We got a Gemini Titan 2. The capsule, well, a mock-up of the capsule for which you can actually sit in here. There's a photo of me sat in there somewhere. There's a Gemma over there. She's got bored of me looking at rockets. She found a nice cool spot by the looks of it, better water features. Atlas Agena. And a Delta. Well, we'll head up towards the Astronaut Hall of Fame now. Another new thing to us, this, in this form. Heroes and Legends. Very good pre-show for this. Talking about inspiration and heroes. Including science fiction. Being inspiration for a lot of astronauts. One of the inspirations was Charles Lindbergh, and there's a model of the Spirit of St. Louis. Buzz Aldrin's Varsity letter and Blake Pennant. They wrecked us out. Where's the Meccano? Come on. Bob Cabana's home-built crystal diode radio. While we're walking around here, this thing's above us as well. John Young's kneeboard. Deke Slayton's Society of Experimental Test Pilots Award. Cool. And there's his Mercury survival knife. And World War II bomber jacket. Bad was Buzz Aldrin's report card that they've had to remove it. Cue cards with written notes by Gordon Cooper. John Glenn's orbital map. Flight helmets. John Glenn's over there. That one's John Glenn's. Alan Shepard's couple of. Michael Collins in the middle there as well. John Glenn's flight gloves, flight goggles. This is the Mercury Control Center. And this is the Mercury Control Center's NASA sign. It used to be displayed on the side of the building. On the walls of the Mercury Mission Control Center at Cape Canaveral. The umbilical plug from the Mercury Freedom 7 launch of Alan Shepard. Spacesuit worn by Gus Grissom during the 1961 suborbital flight. And this is Gemini 9A.
These photos were snapped by the astronauts themselves.
That's cool. the other photograph taken by an astronaut. In Life magazine's there, one of the astronauts and one of their wives. Flag flown in the Apollo 11 command module. That is cool. And a replica of the plaque was left on the moon. There's the Apollo 1 crew. The US flag reached space on America's first piloted space flight with Alan Shepard aboard a Mercury Redstone in 1961. And again on its 100th piloted space flight in 1995 on Space Shuttle Atlantis during STS-71. This flag's next possible mission travelled to the surface of Mars. And then we have the Astronaut Hall of Fame, with all the members of the Astronaut Hall of Fame in here. All the way around. We've seen this statue actually before in its original location. Oh, in another location anyway, in the old Hall of Fame. And then they moved the Hall of Fame over to here. On our first visit, you stopped at the Astronaut Hall of Fame before you came here. It was a separate site. And you can look up on the systems here. I think that calls it for us with Kennedy Space Center for another 9 years. I'm sure we'll be back again at some point. Always a good day out here. So we're heading out now. I was just saying the last time we came here we spent a load in the shop, and then there was this was the shop as well, and we just went in for a quick look and ended up spending more money. And we were chatting to a member of staff who'd seen every single shuttle launch. Oh, I didn't notice that this is actually like one of those 3D kind of videos. You stand at the right spot. That's cool.
Well, there you go.
As I moved the camera where the shuttle shot out, I nearly jumped out of its way. That's clever. Right, we're gonna make our way back to Orlando now, back to Disney World, back to the bubble. Every time I move away from this. Oh, that's creepy. Like that.
Yeah,
It was a good day, wasn't it?
A good day,
Yeah.
So every member of staff that you encounter is always so enthusiastic.
Yeah. It was
I
just
have stories to tell.
It's one of those places we don't come often. It's like 9 years since we last came, and we always have a good time. Almost like we should come more often, you know. But we are going to head over towards the bubble now, back to Disney World,
Back to the bubble.
and we'll catch up with you when we get there. We walk along the car park on the way back. The Black Vulture are soaring off the thermals from the car park. So while we were driving, I stuck the car on charge, like to charge the full electric thing, the hybrid battery, you know. And then when we come onto here, it just drove itself round the whole way in electric. That's the first time I've ever driven an electric car. Okay, technically it's a hybrid, but the engine was off and the car was driving on electric, so there you go. Back in the room.
Oh.
Good day then.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thank you for buying us tickets.
That's okay.
Gemma bought tickets for that one and paid for most of the holiday and paid for Epcot. I paid for the car and that was about it. Yeah, really, really good day. I really enjoyed it today.
Good day.
And we're back and it's only about 5 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 5:15.
Yeah, so we can free to do what we want for the evening, not too tired.
No, it wasn't, because we were inside a lot today, it wasn't too sweaty, so it's not like drained us. No. But it is Saturday night and all the parks are rammed.
Yeah, they will be. Yeah, I mean, we've done everything we need to do other than test tracks. So
I've been checking the wait times coming back, and like test track and Guardian's about 105 minutes.
Yeah, that's to be expected. I'm not too bothered about going to Epcot tonight because it's going to be chaotic, isn't it?
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
And Magic Kingdom's chaotic on a Saturday night, as we found out last Saturday.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Studios is also chaos. Well,
Yeah.
actually, that's one of the shortest wait times.
Oh, okay.
Hollywood Studios.
See how we feel then.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want a beer?
Yes.
Saturday night. Got me
It's
going to
alright
town
for
shirt
fighting.
on. It's not alright for fighting, it is. Just a mild skirmish and smack someone in the back of the head who stops us. We're going to go over to Hollywood Studios. One, it's our favourite park, kind of as a chill.
Second to Magic Kingdom.
Second, kind of a chill evening park. And two, it's the quietest park tonight.
Yeah.
I'm travelling light, so you're on the phone. And Gemma's loaded up like a pack horse.
Yeah. Magical meal.
Magical meal. So we'll crack on and we'll see you over there. I feel like we've been in here a ridiculous amount of times, being that we've only been to Animal Kingdom once on this trip. We're thinking we probably won't get back to Animal Kingdom, but I have a feeling like in the future that'll be a more popular visit for us because there's a lot of construction, and we're thinking of a future trip maybe in sort of a winter when it's a bit cooler, because that park is very hot. And as Gemma just said as I cut her off, they don't do a nighttime anything in there anymore, which would be, you know, as it cools down, it'd be a nice time to explore that park a little bit. Well, you know, the Pandora area was really good at night.
We did the Sunset Safari, that was really good.
Oh yeah, I remember that, and they had the lights in the woods, in the trees. Also, vlogception. Who's vlogging who? Come on, Skyliner, don't let me down. Make the bongs and the beeps. Yay, the bongs! The streak has ended. Gemma got a bag search. And it must have been a false positive because there was nothing in her bag. Straight in and straight for food tonight. Both of us are very hungry. We're going to go to our old favourite, Backlot Express. I honestly couldn't tell you why it's somewhere we always gravitate towards, but we always seem to end up here and we always have nice food.
It never seems to be a queue.
No.
That other day.
There's something what is it you love getting in here?
There's a few things.
Oh, yeah, the salad, and Southwest salad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They do a teriyaki chicken bowl.
You do.
You know how busy it is today compared to when we came through the other day. Spoiled for choice. Order placed, and after saying they do some stuff that Gemma likes in here, we've both gone for the same dirty part burger. And we've also come inside because it's so warm outside still. And we both went for the pulled pork burger, which is got pulled pork, obviously, a burger, a bit of slaw on there. And I went for the Safari Amber, and Gemma's got, is it a spicy margarita there?
Citrus pineapple margarita.
Citrus pineapple margarita, there we go. You enjoy your burger?
I did.
Can't
Pulled
beat a
pork was
dirty
good.
part burger, can you?
No, I was starving. We had breakfast and then nothing until now.
Yeah, and the pulled pork was nice, as you were about to
That was
say.
really, and the fries were really nice, they were fresh out the fryer.
I mean, we've done pretty well not eating a lot of burgers because we could have easily just had a burger for every meal on this holiday. It's only now where we're like, actually, I just fancy a burger, you know. Forgot to mention earlier, on the way home from Kennedy, we saw dolphins, didn't we?
Yeah.
On the water. We couldn't film them because we were driving. I nearly drove off the road and into the lake.
Because there's nowhere to stop. If we could have stopped
Yeah.
somewhere, we would have watched them for a bit, but there was nowhere to stop.
But yeah, that was nice to see.
Yeah. So we saw gators, lots of black vultures, and
Possible osprey, probable hot osprey.
osprey
Yeah.
and dolphins.
Yeah, it was a good day out. I enjoyed it. Well, go on then. Let's go and have a little walk through Galaxy's Edge. Why not? Feels rude not to. 20-minute rise seems about doable for a Saturday evening. We'll get one more ride in. That'll make it 3 for the trip again. A relatively quick run through the queue there. I had to film. I wasn't going to film the ride, but I had to film just because the sky looks so beautiful over here. There's BB-8. Pausing the X-Wing there. Let's head into this. Looks perfectly innocent. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. We've slipped up here. We've right in the thick of it. What's going on? Luckily they didn't take my data pad off me. just looked at me.
Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Now!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless. Your efforts are wasted. You cannot escape. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
I'll never tire of riding rides. It's a really good ride. I filmed it again that time because I had a feeling that the Kylo at the end might still not be operating, and sure enough he wasn't. So I'll give you a chance to see the difference between when he's working and when he isn't. Evidently they don't play him time and a half. The end of it Saturday evening. I think over the years as we've come here more and more, and I guess the FOMO has sort of worn off a little bit and the crowds have died down, it's become a really nice area of the park to just hang about in the evenings with the lighting's amazing. And if you come here when there's a lot of people with lightsabers, that's a lot of fun. And still fantastic levels of detail. I think this is like t-shirt number 12 from this trip. I'm glad we came back here in the evening. Smugglers is showing a 10-minute queue. We have not ridden this ride on this trip, so let's head in there. Flight crew wanted. We should apply for that. Ask up at the front of the queue. They might let us in. Not sure what they want us to fly though. Probably just a transport ship or something. Cargo maybe.
I'm not seeing any movement. Can you try again? Okay. For some reason, it keeps moving, so go ahead and use the manual controls to adjust the rudder position. Now.
I hope we're not flying that thing. It looks like a hunk of junk. Some old Corellian thing. A bad feeling about this. This guy's got an opportunity for us. Oh, it is the Corellian hunk of junk. I was hoping for something from Chandrilla Line or something. Maybe like some sort of galactic star cruiser. Who's the pilots? Can't say this could possibly go wrong. We didn't fly into much, but we did only get the one coaxium capsule. But it was good fun. I don't remember being this far away from the exit. I feel like we'll walk out of the park at this point. Walk past the house at the end of our street. There's even a porg nest under here, look. How far have we come? So I've never not been a pilot on that ride now, which is why we've never filmed it, because I don't want to be stood there with a camera in my hand trying to fly the thing at the same time. Here's a little secret on this. There's a hidden Millennium Falcon on the Millennium Falcon. You come to this grid here, look down to the bottom. Right in there. Hard to get it in focus here. Just hidden in there, there's a little Millennium Falcon. Have a little stroll through the First Order area. Oh, the heat's still there. Gemma's there, yeah. Representing with TIE Fighter earrings. lovely evening. Let's check out some droids on the way out as well. What are they doing to that gong droid? We see him in the ride a few minutes ago, yeah. So I'm not going to film it. We have filmed this in the past. I just got my phone on my head. I don't want to drop it, but we're going to ride Aliens Whale with Horses. The music on this ride is a lot of fun. That was a pretty good run. We managed to get 3 rides, pretty much walk-ons. Okay, we did wait a little for rides, but not a huge amount.
No, I'd say like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Disney don't mess around with the walls. The launch bay is already boarded off.
Disney's Hollywood Studios presents Disney Moving Magic.
Well, it's the one that you're going to see right now.
You all have now the worst ride I've ever heard of. But you have heard of me.
Well, that wasn't the Star Wars fireworks show.
We invite you to experience.
And with that, we're going to head back to the resort and grab a beverage somewhere, I think. Oh, it's a Saturday night, if that's alright with you, Jen?
Yeah, if we can get anywhere.
If we can get anywhere, because there is a conference on tonight, so it might be a little busier in our resort. But there's plenty of places to have a drink, so even if we end up on the...
Ooh, lightning.
Oh yeah. Even if we end up on the Margarita Terrace area, getting wet because of the lightning and storms. Not quite as lively a storm as it was last night. We've had a few flashes. Last night it was near constant. Anyway, we'll catch up with you at the resort. It's a Monsters Inc. bus. So we jumped off the bus a little earlier. We're going to walk through Casitas and see if we can find one of the bars and see if we can get a spot to have a beverage, a libation. Lovely evening again. Mr. Stuck Record with us in a night evening. Stumbling over my words, and I haven't had a drink yet. Well, apart from the one I had with me dinner and the one I had before we came out. They don't count. No, we're not sure where we'll be able to get a drink. This place might be very busy. Yeah, Three Bridges is rammed. We'll try the Barcelona at the bottom of the hotel. It's a huge bar, so fingers crossed a bit of space there. Oh, I just remembered there are 2 bars at least on the way to the bar that we want to get to. There's the Margarita bar here outside. It's on the terrace area, although it is quite humid. And then there's Rick's Sports Bar, which we've eaten at in the past when we had table service. Not table service, we had the vouchers, didn't we?
Yeah. Just the gift voucher.
I missed the vouchers, they work better for us.
Only because you could sneak off and can't get the...
No, but we could have table service if we wanted to,
Yeah.
or quick service. It was nice to have the option. I went to the Barcelona lounge in the end for a beer. Grabbed myself an old-fashioned.
Gin, sweet and sour pineapple.
And Gemma's got the Costa del Sol. So is it gin, sweet, sour
Gin,
pineapple?
sweet sour mix, and it says fresh fruit, but obviously I'm
Later then. And yeah, another old-fashioned means that's another one for the best old-fashioned in Disney World. I can't remember because I've enjoyed them all. And I've been quite tipsy when I've had most of them. Not tonight, not too bad actually. This is a nice old-fashioned. It's kind of how I would make it using Buffalo Trace. It's similar to what I have at home. Well, we are heading back to the room. We just had the 1 beer and the 1 cocktail each. Bar actually started to get really busy towards the end. People arriving, luggage in hand. Anyway, we're gonna head back to the room. We'll catch up and end the vlog off there. I'll need to put that shirt with my other 46 shirts that I've bought. But we are back. It is very warm tonight, very humid. Muggy. You have a good day?
I had a lovely day.
Yeah, me too. Been really good fun today. I did forget to take the fruit that we bought the other day out to the bin. I'll do that in a minute. It's fine. It's not even gone past its day yet. It's just not. The fridges in the rooms, the drinks coolers are not fridges, so we don't really trust keeping food in. Anyway, enough waffling. It's time to close the vlog off for the night. Tomorrow morning we are going to get some breakfast here. Then we're going to head to Magic Kingdom, and then we're going to go out in the car, do any last minute shopping we need to do. Probably get some fuel for the car because I'm on 50 miles of range of fuel. And then we're not even sure what we're doing in the evening. Much like today, we'll just take it as it comes.
It might be a pool evening.
It might be a pool evening, yeah. We'll see what happens. So we'll catch up with you then. So thank you for watching. It's been a good one. And
Sweaty, shiny.
you're not sweating, honey. You're glowing.
Like a pig. The
like
petals from birds were feather that. Sweat
like
like
an
a
oiled
pig.
pig.
Ladies don't sweat, they glow. I'm glowing like a pig.
Anyway, we'll catch up with you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Bye.
This isn't my by the way. I don't know who this third person is. Well, there's a fourth person turned up.